Okay. Welcome everybody to our second Mobility and Core session. On Wednesday here, we're going to roll through a bunch of different exercises for this first round of stuff, and I'll let you know how long you're going to be on there and what you're doing every step of the way. So if anybody has questions, let me know. Just shout them out. I'm happy to help any way I can. Okay. First thing we're going to do, we don't need the foam roller. We're going to put your left leg here in the kneeling position, so right leg is on the ground. All I want you to do is bring your hands to the inside of that left leg and just slowly move a little bit side to side. Keep your foot flat on the ground. You can push your knee out a little bit. You're just getting a nice gentle stretch. We call this a hip opener. So it's opening that left hip groin area. And we're going to spend another 15 seconds just moving here. Good. Just relax. You should feel as you start, it's getting deeper the further into the 30 seconds we go, and we'll come back to this. Just get moving. All right, let's go ahead and switch sides. Right leg in front. Hands come to the inside. And just gentle movement side to side. Just opening up that hip, this hip opener position. If you can get your palms flat to the ground, that's great, but you might not be able to, and that's okay. What I want you to focus on here is just getting a good stretch at in that hip and groin area on that right side. And we're going to build on this as we go a little bit. Got another 10 seconds. Good. Okay, now we're going to grab that foam roller. We're going to foam roll your IT band, which is this part on the outside of your leg that runs from your knee up to the bottom of your hip. Best way to access that is to sit on the foam roller to start, and then just roll over onto your left side and cross your leg over, and then you can kind of access that entire spot. If you don't have your feet on the ground, you're going to have more pressure, which is okay, but you might not be able to handle that. If you need a little extra relief from that pressure, you can put one foot on the ground. And we're just going to make nice, slow, gentle passes from the top of that knee up to the bottom of the hip. And again, we're going to build on this as we go. On our next round, we'll talk about different things you can do here to intensify the compression if you need to. But right now we're just going to hang out here for another 10 seconds. Good. 2, 1, and we're going to switch sides. Swing over. Again, just making nice, slow, gentle passes. Next round through, we'll talk about things you can do to build on this a little bit. All the way from the top of the knee up to the bottom of the hip. General rule of thumb is if it's so uncomfortable you can't breathe, it's too much pressure. But it should feel slightly uncomfortable, but not horrible pain. Just keep that in mind. We'll go another 10 seconds here. And good. We're going to access our lat. So this big muscle here on our back, okay, can sometimes get tight, and it's all connected to our shoulder. But we want to try to open up this tissue here. So to do that, we're just going to lay on our side here and extend your arm above your head. And you're just going to move slowly on that lat muscle. You're going to put a little bit of pressure there, so leaning into it. You can go up as high up into that shoulder area as you can manage. It's a little tender. Good. And we'll hang out here for another 5 seconds, and then we're going to switch sides. You got it, Sue? Yeah? Okay. And the look on your face like, yep, I can feel that. All right, go ahead and switch sides. Same thing, we'll lay down on our side, extend our arm up, and find that lat muscle, the big muscle in your back that kind of connects to your rib cage, connects up into the shoulder. And we're just gonna move gently here. Good. We'll do another 10 seconds here. Three, two, one, and good. Okay. We're gonna start that circuit over again, okay? We'll start with this hip opener, but we're gonna make it a little bit more dynamic for you. So instead of just being in this position here and moving gently, I'm gonna have you extend this back leg as far as you can, okay, and keeping your laces towards the ground. And then if you squeeze your glute on the right side, you're gonna feel a stretch at the front of your hip as well as the stretch on your left side. So here, you're still gonna move gently side to side, but we're really focusing on mobilizing the left underneath your hip, so in your groin area, and then also at the front of the right hip if you keep that glute squeezed. And you move gently, yep, just kind of move around and feel that stretch in the hip. We'll hang out here for another 10 seconds and then we're gonna switch sides. Good. Okay, let's switch sides. Right foot in front, hands go to the inside, extend the back leg. Laces still towards the floor, and squeeze your left glute. And that's gonna give you a stretch at the front of the left hip, and you're also getting it on the inside of the right. And just moving gently side to side. Again, this is called a hip opener. Really good to do in before, after, to kind of just mobilize the hips to either recover from movement or to kind of get you ready for movement. We'll hang out another 10 seconds here. Good. And rest there. We're gonna go back to foam rolling our IT bands. 30 seconds per side on this next round, but I'll talk you through a couple different things you can try. So you're gonna start making these little passes up and down from the top of the knee to the bottom of the hip. And if you find a spot that feels like super tender, I want you to kick on it. So if you can see me here, I'm just kicking my leg. I'm tacking that tissue down and just kicking on it. That's gonna dig in a little bit more. This helps with the hydration of the muscles. It helps break up, like your fascia gets kind of tight, like a little scar tissue, a little buildup in there. And this can kind of help move that around a little bit and hopefully make it less tight. Good. Yep. We'll go another 10 seconds and we'll switch sides. Three, two, one, and we'll switch. Same thing, start with just a couple passes, and if you find something in here that's particularly tight, just kick on it slightly, just a little bit. Good. If you're wondering, it's normal to have one side that feels different from the other one. You're gonna have strength differences, you're gonna have mobility differences in your limbs, so it's important to do single-sided activities from time to time to kind of help balance that out. We'll go another 5 seconds. I don't know if I can take it anymore. 3, 2, 1, and good. Okay, we're back to our lats. Our last time around, foam rolling the lats, so arm extended. So same idea, I said we're gonna build on this one as well. If you find a spot in your lat that's particularly tight, you can kind of pancake on it side to side. So instead of kicking on it, obviously we're not using our legs with the lat. If you just move your body side to side, it's gonna dig in a little bit more. Yep. That's good. Yep. And we'll hang out here for another 10 seconds and we'll switch sides. Good. All right, and switch. Good. Same thing, we'll start those gentle passes up and down that lat muscle, and if you find spots that are tight, you can kind of pancake on side to side. Yep. A lot of times we forget about this part of the body when it comes to rolling. We roll our legs a lot, even our back, like our mid back, but this is a very kind of an afterthought sometimes. Good. We'll go another 5 seconds. How's that feel? Good? Good. And rest there. It feels? You're feeling it? Okay. All right, we're going to take about 30 seconds. Everyone just kind of recover a little bit. And we're going to go into some core work. We'll be back to the mobility to wrap up class. First thing we're going to do is a single leg glute bridge. Okay, I'm sure you've all done glute bridges before with 2 legs here, head flat, and just pushing up and getting a straight line from knee to shoulder. We're going to lift one leg, keep it parallel to the one that's in the ground, and just lift and slowly lower. And we're going to do each side for 30 seconds. Go ahead. Yep. And try to keep your thighs parallel to each other. And you should feel, you're going to feel, your glute and hamstring working here. You want to control your descent so that you're not just going to flop down once you get up to the top position. So nice, slow, and controlled. We got another 5 seconds. And good, go ahead and switch. Same thing on this side. Up. Can we become a straight line between the knee and shoulder and a nice slow controlled descent. Good. You should feel your hamstring and your glute working to stabilize and to move you. Good. If single leg is too much, just do 2. That works. We got 5 more seconds. 3. Good, and rest there. Next, we're going to do an alternating V-up. So we'll be here in this position. I'm going to come up and meet both hands here right around the shin and back down. The straighter your leg are, the harder it's going to be, so everyone's a little bit different in terms of strength and mobility. All I want to have happen for sure is one leg gets off the ground and your shoulders get off the ground. So it could be here is all you do. That's okay. Nice, slow, and control. We don't care about speed for today. Good. You should feel this. Definitely front of your abs and in your hip flexors. We got another 5 seconds. Good. And rest there. Next activity is going to be a hip drop. So you're going to start in a side plank position on your elbow here. Knees bent. Hips are on the ground. All I'm going to do is raise my hips off the ground and then slowly drop them. So you're working your obliques here. Okay. Nice, slow, and controlled. We're going to do 30 seconds per side. Good. You're really going to feel this the most on the obliques towards the ground. The ones closest to the ground, they're the ones that are bringing you up and bringing you down. Good. You got 5 more seconds. Good, and we'll switch sides. Same thing. Elbow should be right underneath your shoulder, so don't be overextended there. Right underneath your shoulder, knees bent. And then from here, push our hips up off the ground and slowly lower. Good. That bottom oblique is the one that's firing here. Five more seconds. Good job. And rest there. Last core activity. It's going to be a push-up. So you're going to find whatever push-up works for you. It could be from your knees. It could be in this position. Whatever is going to work for you. You're going to do 30 seconds worth of super slow, controlled, strict push-ups. So all the way down, chest to the ground, and up. And if you need to go to your knees, and let's say you can only get halfway, that's okay too. You're going to find the range of motion that works for you. And we're just going to do nice, slow, strict, controlled push-ups. Your belly should be squeezed. Your butt should be squeezed. Your quad should be squeezed. This is a core exercise as well as an upper body exercise. Good job. We're going to go for another 10 seconds. Nice, slow, and controlled. 3, 2, 1, and rest there. We'll take about 10, 15 seconds, and we're going to roll through all that core stuff one more time. So we'll do one more round of the core stuff, and then we're going to wrap up with some more mobility and foam rolling, okay? We'll start with the single leg glute bridge. And again, if this feels like it's too much strain on the one side for you, go ahead and do a double glute bridge. We'll do that for a minute to make up the time. Otherwise, you get 30 seconds per side with the single leg. Again, you should really feel your glute firing. If you feel low back things happening here, make sure your foot is flat, and make sure that as you're descending slowly. And you're going to feel your glute kick in there. Good job. You got 5 seconds. Good, and switch. There we go. Nice and slow. Control on the way down. Ten more seconds. 2 and 1. Good. Okay, we have alternating V-ups next. Ready? Here we go. Remember, nice, slow, and controlled. All that matters, can you get your shoulders off the ground? Can you get that foot off the ground? And then however high you meet, that's going to be up to you and your strength and your mobility. Whatever works for you. Good. You got 10 more seconds. And good. Okay. We're going to do our hip drop again. So again, elbow right underneath your shoulder, knees bent, hips up, and slowly descend. That bottom oblique, your side on that side, is what's firing most. Got 10 seconds. One, and switch. And here we go. Elbow right underneath your shoulder, knees bent. Good job. You have 10 seconds left. Two, one, and done. Okay, we have one set of push-ups left, and then a little bit of foam rolling, and then we're done, okay? You guys are doing great. Find the push-up that works for you, the depth that works for you, from your knees, from your hands. It could be a half push-up. All that matters is you're under control, your belly is squeezed, your glutes are squeezed. Good. 10 seconds. 2, 1, and relax. Great job. We're going to wrap up here with a little bit of foam rolling. We're going to do our calves first. Okay, calves first. So foam roller is going to go underneath both calves to start, and I'm going to have you lift your hips up off the ground and just roll gently on both. And you, over time, we're going to spend a minute doing this. If you want to move over onto one side and kind of focus on that and put a little extra pressure, you can. I'm going to leave that up to you guys here and at home or in the office where you want to focus, because you have so much going on in your calves. You have your Achilles, you have your soleus that lays underneath your gastroc, and then your gastroc are the big ones that you see. Everyone's going to be a little tighter in different areas, so I'm going to let you kind of move through that. Super important that we keep after our lower legs, okay, especially as we get a little bit older, because we get really tightened up there. And it's important to mobilize this tissue as much as you can so that you stay away from problems as best you can. Good. All the way to the top of your heel, yeah. Depends on what it feels like for you. If your Achilles is particularly tight or tender, we'll go another 10 seconds. And good. And last thing we'll do is our quads. Okay. So the muscles here at the front of your leg, you're going to get on top of the foam roller almost in reverse like you just were, but now you're on your quads, and I'm going to have you just move gently side to side, up and down. Don't go any further than the top of your knee, obviously. So you get to your kneecap, you're not going any further than that down, but you can kind of move side to side and access the 4 quad muscles. And we're just going to spend a minute here just kind of hunting and searching for things that feel tight. And if you feel something that feels tight, go ahead and pancake on it, kick on it, kind of like we did with that IT band. Again, this would be great before a training session. It would be great after a training session. It's great just throughout your day to just kind of mobilize things, get things moving. A lot of times things get tight, the fascia gets tight, and it just needs to be moved a little bit. And drinking a lot of water is helpful as well. We'll go another 10 seconds. Three, 2, 1, and time. Okay. Great job, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Great job, online crowd. Thanks for joining us, and hopefully we'll see you next time. Bye.